Welcome to Day 80 on the Trail. We have 4 readings for today. Acts 24 verse 1 through 25 verse 12, Leviticus 15, Proverbs 15, and Tobit chapter 6, the second half of verse 1 through verse 9. In Tobit chapter 6, Tobias and Raphael begin their journey to Media. Now the events of this journey will set the stage for the healing of Tobit and Sarah, as well as the marriage of Tobias and Sarah. Reminiscent of Jonah's experience with the great fish, Tobias encounters a large fish which tries to swallow Tobias's foot as he washes his feet in the Tigris River. Raphael instructs Tobias to capture the fish and remove its gall, heart, and liver, since they have medicinal value. When Tobias questions Raphael about this, we find a bit of foreshadowing on how these organs from a fish will free Sarah from the evil spirit Asmodeus by turning the heart and liver to smoke, and heal Tobit's eyes using the gall as an ointment. Another connection to this story may be found in Matthew 17, where Jesus tells Peter to go to the sea and cast a hook. Take the first fish that comes up, and when you open its mouth, you will find a coin. Take that and give it to them for you and for me. In Acts 24 and 25, we find that after Paul arrives in Caesarea, Felix allowed the Jewish leadership to come and argue their case against Paul. As mentioned earlier, Felix is a freed man who reigned from AD 52 to 59 and was noted by contemporary historians as being particularly cruel and immoral. Now, both speeches, given by Tertullus, who represented the interests of the high priest, and Paul, exhibit rhetorical polish and the use of technical legal terminology. Tertullus accuses Paul of being a danger to the public good and a threat to the Pax Romana, or the peace of Rome. Also, that he was an instigator of a sect called the Nazarenes and profaning the temple. Paul denies these charges, stressing that he is on trial because of his faith in the resurrection of the dead. Paul also notes that the Jews from Asia, who made their initial accusations against Paul, were not present for the trial. Generally, Romans were not interested in the theological disputes among the Jews. Felix's wife Drusilla was Jewish and the daughter of Herod Agrippa I. So while waiting for Claudius, Felix sends for Paul to learn more about Jesus and his gospel. Felix was frightened by Paul's gospel but never believed, as evidenced by his attempt to obtain a bribe from Paul. After 2 years, probably referring to the duration of Paul's imprisonment, Porcius Festus is sent to Palestine, and he ruled from AD 59 to 61. Soon after his arrival, he wanted to placate the Jewish leadership. So they requested that Paul be transferred to Jerusalem, with the idea that they would kill Paul along the way. Festus asks Paul if he wants to be tried in Jerusalem, and Paul appeals to Caesar, and this will become the vehicle which Paul will use to take the gospel to Rome. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, stay on the trail.